Lieutenant Dane.
Hello, Forrest.
You got new legs.
Titanium alloy.
Always want to do this in front of you.
Creating content that enlightens and lifts you up.
Dish, sir, dish.
Me at Splash Mountain, just pepper these in here.
Hello everyone, this is Kermit the Frog reporting live from the final showing of Muppet Vision 3D.
Right? God, I missed our daily dishes.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dish.
Hey. So, let's dish.
What do you want to dish about?
Anything you guys want. This is your time.
Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun. This is The Dish. Here on a challenging and somewhat somber day for the nation, for the world, really. I think the world has lost a good person and a good voice, but we will do our best to honor that memory by going on with the life that the gentleman fought for, which is to, be grateful for our families, for our friends, and honor life. I'm actually going to bring on the panel quicker than I normally would. I'll say hi to everybody in a minute, but it's a little bit of a different day today. So let's say hi to Tom F. and Erica from Erica and Raf. Hello, Tom. Hello, Erica. Good evening to you both.
Good evening, Ron. Erica's muted.
Oh,
hello. Sorry.
She's unmuted. So, yeah. It's a challenging day today. We lost. There's kind of like no way to not deal with it. I do want to do this first, just because it came in early. We do have a celebration before we ever get started, which is really awesome. Chef Eddie, thank you for the gifted membership. And I will tell you that life goes on for all of us who are still living. And when we are living and we have things to celebrate, we are going to celebrate them as we do. So for the gifted membership, thank you so much, Chef Eddie. And I believe Pam Empson, you got the gifted membership there. So thank you so much for that. And let's celebrate, shall we? right. Yeah, it's not an easy day to try and smile. It's not an easy day right now to try and be happy. It's so just to give you guys some context. And by the way, this time of year, always a challenge, right? Because tomorrow is the 11th of September. Now, I will tell you something about the 11th of September. My older son, who is now 23 years old, when he was 8. So gosh, it's been 15 years already. Yeah, it has been. It was 2010. On September 11th, we wanted to change the meaning of that date for our family. So we had our older son baptized on September the 11th in 2010. Sometimes you take a tragedy and you turn it into a blessing, and you remember the day differently. So that's what we did. And so that day has that meaning for us in our family. It's a very special, very sacred day. So 2010, yes, our son 15 years ago was baptized to sort of give the meaning of September the 11th a better meaning, a better perspective for us and our family. Well, today, September the 10th, there have been several tragedies unfolding. Unfortunately, there was a situation in Colorado where we don't like. Here's the thing. This is a pop culture and entertainment show. We cover, obviously, theme parks, pop culture, movies, fun stuff, all the news that should be fun. But this is such big and breaking news that we don't want to skip it or pretend like we don't know that it happened, because it's big, and we do know that it happened. And I'm going to give everybody kind of a chance to weigh in a little bit, not so much on the political side of this thing, but more on just the human side of this. And I want to share something if I can. And I want to share this out of X from our good friend Jonas J. Campbell. We're going to put this on the screen. Jonas says, God is good. And what he was, that is reposting this post from Charlie Kirk says, Jesus defeated death so that you can live. And, that is, and then Jonas is responding, God is good. And, I think there's a certain hope that the Christians have that helps us deal with the passing of loved ones. And as challenging as it always will be to lose somebody that we love, we have ways of Julie, good to see you in here. One of his old teachers. Yeah, he's 23 now. We have ways of dealing with the passing of a loved one that give us a great deal of hope, and we honor their passing and we honor their life. And that's kind of what we're doing here today. And what I want to say about the passing of Charlie Kirk, it was more than unfortunate. There's a lot of words and a lot of thoughts that I have that I'm not going to share on this stream, to be fair. Just to, let you all know, I have thoughts. I definitely have thoughts. I definitely have feelings. I definitely have feelings about my equipment working or not working as well. So that's, there's that frustration too. If I can get to this, yes, this is what I want to do here. I want to share let me see. Let me see here. I want to share this. I want to share some things a little bit about Charlie Kirk and his life. So we're going to put this on the screen. The gentleman that you see in this picture, whether you're familiar with him or not, this gentleman, his life was taken from him today, which means that a wife lost her husband and two glorious daughters lost their dad. And basically, I want to honor them by that we say prayers for this family. We say prayers for the loss of their loved one. We say prayers for everybody that was a friend of him. My loss is that I really hoped that someday I would meet him and get to shake his hand and congratulate him for the work that he's done. And that's what was taken away from me. That at least in this life, this mortal existence, I won't be able to meet him and shake his hand and express my appreciation directly to him for the work that he's done. And so it kind of hurts. And I have much stronger feelings than that I'm not going to share right now, but I just want to, honor this man, his life, the work he did. He was only 31 years old. Such a young person, had his whole life ahead of him. And that was truly tragic. Tom or Erica, please feel free to weigh in and share your thoughts on this.
I feel bad for his family, his friends. The two girls are going to now grow up without a dad. They had to witness it. So I don't know. I don't even want to go there. So I'm going to stop talking on this because I will go down the rabbit hole real fast.
I understand. It's very, and I know I have watched some of my friends express their feelings. It's just not something that we do at that level on this channel. What is going on with my internet? Hopefully everybody out there can see the program and hear okay. Let me know if you guys are getting it on your home screens and phones and stuff. Okay, Erica, what are your thoughts?
Ooh. Lots of thoughts. We lost somebody young who was, leading the young and in a positive way to critical thinking, which is much needed in today's world. A family has been shattered, multiple families and friends. It's shaken the world of the YouTube community and anyone in independent media. I think right now we're in shock and all the raw emotions are just permeating.
Yeah.
So
It's somewhat unbelievable. Is it not somewhat unbelievable? Yeah. Is it like,
I didn't,
when you guys first heard,
Mhm.
Go ahead, Erica. Sorry.
I didn't follow him closely. I actually didn't even know who he really was until the South Park thing just seemed to really put him more in the, I guess, front and center of media. And but I didn't actively follow him, but I knew he definitely was leading the pathway to, I guess you could say discourse, for lack of better terms, and challenging young adults, college age students, in a way that you don't typically see in universities. And he knew it was a risk, I think, but he was willing to take that leap of faith, literally a leap of faith. And yeah, I feel bad for people that knew him, and like I saw some other YouTubers earlier having some really raw emotions, like just crying and trying to process, or raw emotions on live stream, and that I was really hard to watch them because they knew him personally, so that was hard to witness.
I agree. When I first, I can't remember whose post I saw first where I saw this, whether I can't remember whether it was X or Facebook or where it was, but I'm like, no, that's not, it's one of those things where when you see this about a guy who's 31 years old and has his entire life ahead of him, and you're like, okay, that didn't happen. Let's figure out what's going on here. And then you dive deeper and you're like, that really happened. And then you see the actual video of what happened. You're like, oh my gosh, this is horrific. This is, it was it was an interesting thing that he was doing. It's odd. Because basically more than anything else, what I would say that Kirk was a advocate for free speech more than anything else. More than anything else, it was, he would go into the public discourse and have respectful debates with people who may have had different opinions. And that was it. The only people that, like, if you just watch what he does, you go, okay, that's not controversial. But unfortunately, there were those in the media that chose to call him a controversial figure, chose to call him a lot of things that may have inspired this type of action against him. And that is wrong, and that needs to stop. And I hope that everybody in whatever media they're in would stop doing that. Stop using slurs and name calling and whatever slash phobic or whatever slashed ist or whatever slash, I mean, it inspires people who may not be completely hinged to do things that are very, very, very wrong. And you have to take responsibility for that. I'm trying to be careful what I say when I'm saying stuff, because that words can have an effect. And I know we try to be careful as we can on this channel and on all the channels that I go on. So, and it's not always easy because we're human, we have flaws, but I guarantee there's not a single person that I work with who says anything that they say out of a place of ire or out of a place of wanting to hurt somebody. And I think that there are those in the media that unfortunately, in fact, do that very thing. And we would hope that less and less of this type of thing ever goes on, and that this type of thing would completely stop. So if you don't mind, what I'm going to do is just take a very quick moment of silence so that you can, in your own silent way, if you're watching out there, if you're watching on the replay, whatever, we're going to take a moment of silence and just remember him and send positive thoughts to his family and friends in this challenging time. And we will do that now. Okay. All right. With that out of the way, we have something else to celebrate over here, and we're going to do that really, really quick. Julie Rita has become a new member of the channel. Thank you, Julie, so much. I know Julie. I don't know how you found us here. I don't know if it's by following my Facebook post, but Julie was one of my older son's teachers so many, many moons ago when he was, I think, in preschool. So thank you for becoming a member. Let's just for fun, let's give it a little culture bear to celebrate. We've got the emojis happening. And I do want to say hi to everybody that's coming in here, because as you guys know, you're the energon that gets me rolling, that makes this guy transform and roll out of my afternoon nap to be here with you guys.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy! This stuff's the greatest!
All right, let's see who all is here tonight. Let's say hi. Hey, here's a guy who we can say hi to, both in the chat and on the panel. I'm wrenching away for everybody's channel. Tom F says hi. He's got the blue wrench. He's holding it. He's doing his thing. Native Hawaiian is here. Aloha and howdy. Native Hawaiian Dan's Life at the Kingdom is here, but I can't scroll up to it because why did that happen? Here, let's do there. That worked. My beautiful wife says, good evening, friends, from her new channel. Going Shogi is here, wrenching away. And Shogi, prayers for you and your family, Going Shogi. Know some things that are going on there, but all shall be well in the end, unless it's not. So, oh man, I tell you what, good night. I am having some StreamYard challenges. That's all.
That's normal.
I know everybody that's using StreamYard lately has had lots and lots of challenges with the platform. There's Linda, who is chiming in, and it's the platform is not working as well as it has in the past. They keep trying to add new features, which should be good, but then they just don't work. Izzo's Place is here. Watching on Tom's channel and apparently going back and forth from what he's been saying.
He's being a ping pong Izzo.
Ping pong Izzo. And let's see. My mom is here, Kathleen Fantazzi. Hello, Mom. Everybody say hi to Mom. And let's see who else is here. We've got Izzo and Linda. Go. Chef Eddie. Chef Eddie is here and gifted a Follow the Bradley's Fun membership. Thank you, Chef Eddie. Appreciate that. And of course, Going Shogi says, be sure and hit that like button. We appreciate that. Want to get this out to as many people as possible. And I will tell you guys, boy, I went a little bit back and forth as to whether or not to continue to do the show tonight. And I asked Pro about it, and Pro said, don't let certain things defeat you, basically. And you know what? I'm like, I agree with that. Right? We get out there, we do what we do. It's hard, and it's not because we don't take any of this stuff seriously. Obviously, we do take it very, very seriously, but life does go on. And especially for somebody who was fighting for that patriotism and that liberty and that life, the best way to honor those people are to go on with the life that we lead and talk about the joy. Because let's face it, tragedies are tragedies because they are rare. And when you think about it that way, you go, okay, you know what? Most of us in our lives a lot of the stuff is really good. And we really, really need to embrace that stuff that is really good. William says, hello, everyone. And so we're going to go on. And we're going to embrace everything that we can that is good. And Julie, I see you there. There's Julie, who became a member. Ba-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Looks and sounds okay. I hope so. I hope it does. Yes, indeed, James. All day. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. And I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but yeah, we went over that. We did. We gave a moment of silence and honored his memory. And it's hard to talk about a guy like Charlie Kirk, who is 31 years old. I got to tell you, when you're that young, I mean, my gosh, thinking about in my life when I was 31, it's I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like, technically that was a long time ago. Technically that was 22 years ago for me, and yet it's all jumbled together. The older you get, the more life seems to compress, where when you look back, it kind of feels like in some ways that's hard to describe. Everything's sort of happening all at once. I don't know how to describe that exactly, but maybe, you think on a memory, and there's a reason that a memory feels like it just happened yesterday. The emotions and the feelings and the sensations that we have when we bring up memories are all those same sensations. Like, I will tell you, here's a kind of weird thing, a theme park thing. The smell of bananas makes me think of the child's play area at Six Flags when I was a kid. Every single time. I know that's really, really weird, but for some reason, there must have been something that happened when I was a kid with bananas in that play area at Six Flags, because
did you escape the pen?
I don't know. Maybe
you escaped the monkey pen.
Maybe I did. There was it is a memory of a particular place in the play area. And maybe it was a monkey pen. They might have even had some type of banana smell going on there.
Did your mom leave you at the zoo and then you escaped and came back?
No, but I did get spit on by a llama at the zoo one time. And that was pretty darn funny when I think of it. When I think of how it happened to me, it's gross. But when I think of other onlookers, they must have had a really good laugh. I was 10 years old, and this llama is literally from head to toe. I was covered in llama vomit.
That's so gross.
It was so nasty.
I can't imagine the smell.
Did I get someone to send that food from Disney you wanted? Is that question to Erica?
It was something I think I had mentioned in passing on another stream.
Oh.
But I kind of forgot. So it's kind of not even on my radar anymore.
Yeah. Chef Eddie said, your voice is needed now more than ever. You know what? We'll do our best. We'll do our best to be here and try. I was thinking, and I don't know if I should do this or not. I was thinking maybe to discuss the situation a little bit further. I might go to a members only stream later, but I just don't know. YouTube is very sensitive about this stuff, so even with it being a member stream, I'm not sure that would be the best idea. Yeah, that was a fun one. Let me tell you, that was definitely a fun one. Anyhow, we are going to get to the news. Let me see if I can find what it is that I want to find. Okay. I have to do a search over here. So give me just a minute. Tom and Erica, talk amongst yourselves while I do this in the background.
Do you really want me to do that? Talk to myself on live stream? I can do it.
Could be nice about
I'm like, is that a good idea? Have you seen me
No.
and Tom go back and forth?
Oh, no, man. I don't know. Okay. All right. I'll tell you what.
Please, everyone. We can handle it. Erica, what are you munching on?
Totino's
got?
pizza. It's my midnight snack.
Oh,
Totino's. I had Marco's Pizza. I
Ooh,
will
that's
tell you
pretty good.
something. So I had my last slice of Marco's Pizza, and a lot of people aren't going to like this next thing I say. It was Hawaiian. Yeah, it was chicken, bacon.
Oh no, that's
chicken,
weird.
chicken, bacon, ham, and pineapple. Okay, that's how
I
they do their
can
Hawaiian.
do ham and pineapple. I don't know about the chicken part.
Oh,
But I like ham and
love
pineapple on pizza.
I love their the way they do their chicken, their grilled chicken on their pizzas is amazing. So, and I also had the other one that I had was they have these pepperoni strips right now, and the pepperoni strips are super good. They're like little. They're so much better than any type of pepperoni I had before. They're like little slivers of pepperoni, and then they're sprinkled on, and they taste just amazing. I wish this person would. Anyhow, so that with black olives and banana peppers, that was a really good combination. Super. Well,
I don't like banana peppers. I don't like olives. Not on pizza, anyways.
I do. I love it. It was good. It was good. Anyhow, that's the last. The significance is it should be the last pizza that I eat for quite some time. I don't know when I'll eat pizza again.
Why?
I don't have, because I'm in the process of losing body fat weight, specifically because I'm working out. I'm working to get in shape. I want to see just how good of shape I can get in between now and my 55th birthday. And while
I can tell you what.
round it might be a shape. What?
If I had to bet you, I would lose because I turned out before you do.
What's that?
If I had to bet you for a race, like who can get into better shape by that age limit, I'm at a distinct disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're closer.
Yeah,
you're closer.
a month or so. Yeah. Oh, screw it.
Yeah, because you and I are in the same month, and I turned 54, and you turned 55. So, and Erica, I think she's going to be 22 or something like that. Was that right? 20, 22, 23?
I thought you was going to be 21.
What?
You're
talking about my age?
Yeah, you're like 23,
Yes.
24.
No, I'm not. I just turned 44.
We're
But
all.
I thank you for the compliment.
Does that make you you're not a millennial, you're an Xer, I guess, but you're like the end of the Xers, right?
Yeah, I'm like right on the border.
Yeah.
But I'm more of the no BS Gen Xer than I am the whiny millennial that, plays victim all the frickin' time.
The millennials are changing. They're definitely going through some changes. So,
Some.
yeah,
Not
not
all.
all, but it's interesting how things are changing. Anyway, we do have, this is actual breaking news out of X, but we're gonna stick to maybe this is actually good news. I don't know. I'd probably go into it honestly with
Lowered expectations.
I wouldn't expect too much, but let's get this story. All right, this is breaking news out of X. Out of X. There's some biscuits. And Cracker Barrel posted this today. Today, you can go to Cracker Barrel and know that every biscuit was hand rolled and baked fresh that day. we are listening to our guests and aiming to provide the best food possible, which is, by the way, a clear indication that they were not doing that.
It's a start.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try it.
Yeah. We were built on biscuits. Come enjoy a basket with us, they say. Let's see what I'm curious as to what the comments are, though. And the funny thing is, they are clearly admitting that they went to a system where this was not happening. So, and of course, I had to post underneath it: biscuits, cornbread, muffins, okra, greens, dumplings, meatloaf, chicken. Also, put the funny jokes back on the ped game. We learn by laughing at ourselves. Cat Daddy says,
I do that every time I look in the mirror.
I know, right? What I am hearing you commit to is no frozen biscuits or microwave meatloaf. Is this your message? And then Ray Miller says, good. I hated the biscuit change you made some time back. Get back to fundamentals. Focus on real food. Eschew political issues that have nothing to do with the business you're in. And respect your core customer base. It's almost like common sense. And then Stephen McIntosh chimes in. Now get rid of the woke CEO and board members responsible for the debacle. Mac 1988 says, I went to one of your locations near one of my customers for lunch out of nostalgia for the chicken tenders I used to get on road trips growing up. What the heck happened to those? They were terrible. Terrible, he says. Lou Brown says, fire the sea-level suite and replace most of the board. Griffin says, I miss having them brought out right away, and they're far from fresh. Hoping it gets back to being fresh again. Drop your woke executives, and I'll think about coming back, says Squid for life. And another one says, great to see this important step. Many more steps to be taken after you fix the food, logo, decor, and bring the antiques back. You should consider a free biscuit day to restore faith and remind your customers that you kept the recipes. What is this about? Yeah, I mean, they're going to really have to go out of their way, I think, and I believe, to really get people get their customer base back and get people invested again. I live really close, so there's a pretty good likelihood that our family will try out Cracker Barrel again. Maybe it will be on Thanksgiving. I don't know. That's the last time we went there as a family was actually Thanksgiving last year, and it is the first time that I noticed that there was a slight change, but that was mostly just the lighter paint job thing. And a lot of the antiques were left up in the same.
I noticed the food change, Ron. I noticed the food quality change.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I'm trying to think. The thing is, as far as the Thanksgiving meal, that's a very like specific special that they have on Thanksgiving. I think it did change, but the last time we went there for Thanksgiving was such a long time ago that, you know, I would not have been surprised if they like dumbed it down or whatever, just because so many years have passed and the costs and this and that. I don't go enough to really notice how much things change. And the only thing that I like to get there when it's not Thanksgiving is meatloaf and chicken and dumplings.
I like the fried chicken.
Do you?
It used to be good.
Yeah. I mean, like, how does it compare to KFC or... I mean, KFC is like the go-to fried chicken.
You get more food at Cracker Barrel than KFC.
KFC by me has been hit or miss, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. KFC is always hit or miss. The experiences I have with them are very, very.
I have a town called Lloyd Have Mercy.
Yeah,
it's a soul food kitchen. Ooh. You want good fried chicken? I gotta take you for the day.
Okay,
I don't think it's chickens. I think they're frying hens because they're small.
Where?
KFC.
Oh, are they?
Over the years, like their chickens have gotten, like their chicken legs and breasts have gotten small.
Oh, they're just, you know, keeping the chickens in tinier pens and telling them not to grow.
Maybe that might be true. That might be very true.
I still enjoy Cracker Barrel when we go home, but I mean, like you, Ron, we don't go there enough to really notice a significant decline. Or we're just going to the right restaurant, like locations that are keeping up with good quality.
Well, and that's important to note because even if managers are told to do certain things, there are managers who know their local clientele well enough that they'll rebel and they just won't tell the corporate what they're doing. That is absolutely 100% true. I mean, I've worked in the restaurant business long enough to know in so many different years in so many different places that the head chef or the manager may have a very different idea than what corporate has, and they'll just kind of do what they want. And if they know their clientele and they're catering to their clientele, then they're going to keep it. They're going to keep their stuff in line with the people that they know because they don't want to lose business to those people.
I like their Sunday fried chicken, the chicken breasts that are deep fried and battered. That's really good. And of course, dumplings
at Cracker Barrel.
And then they got this some maple syrup baked chicken with like bacon. Oh my, that's actually really good. I do enjoy that.
Yeah, but is that in Germany or where you are now? I mean, where?
No, it's a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, but is there a Cracker Barrel in Germany?
No, it's
you guys have what American places do you have on your base?
We have Taco Bell, Charlie's, Popeye's Chicken. We have a Starbucks.
Do you love that chicken from Popeyes?
I'm tired of it. We got Five Guys. McDonald's. Well, it's a German McDonald's, and the Five Guys is oddly enough German too, but it's the same menu as in the States. Burger King, American and German Burger Kings. And as far as like sit down, we have Macaroni Grill and Chili's. We did have a PF Chang's, but the kitchen burned down, and they decided, I guess, not to rebuild. I know. That's like the second time the kitchen burned in that facility. So I don't know. Now they turn it into just like government offices now. And it just looks weird because you walk in there and it still looks like a restaurant. And they're, doing like office work. I'm like, what?
It's probably like walking into a hotel that used to represent a spaceship from Star Wars.
Oh, no, yeah, exactly.
It's just your office.
Exactly. We did have a Wahlburgers, but they only had a 3-year contract, and they decided not to renew.
The Taco Bell that's there, did it get wokeified? Because it had the same.
I mean, I don't know.
How long? I don't know.
All of this is. It's so the people that work at the American restaurants on base, they're not on the restaurant's payroll. They're on the Army Air Force Exchange payroll. So think of it as like a lease company. So Taco Bell, for example, is leasing space from the Army Air Force Exchange Service to be in their food court. But the menu is limited. Like they only give us just enough of the menu to kind of pacify, having our American fix. But it's a very small menu. We don't get a lot of the newer items that you guys get in the States. So it's just kind of like,
Izzo's Place says the Cracker Barrel near me doesn't look like it had any of the physical changes done to it, but it's been years since I ate there. I'll have to go in and see what's up sometime soon. Yeah. The one near me is so close it's walking distance, so it's pretty easy to go. And because it's so close, it's a place that I am more apt to go to shop for candy that I can't find anywhere else. Or
that's what I like about it.
Yeah, I love the coconut Neapolitan. I don't know why this is candy that I like, but
I like the packaging of the candy because even the newer candy has just got that cool vintage packaging to it. So it
plus they have the weird
nice
giant. They have the giant ones too, so that's always interesting.
They still have the hard candy sticks, those like little beer sticks.
Yes,
they used to sell them in Disney all the time in Frontierland. That's when I first had them. All years when I was in the 70s, dude.
Yeah,
the sugar ones have the sugar crystals.
You know what I bought at Disney in the either 70s or 80s? I bought a gun in Frontier.
Yeah, so did I.
And it was a pop gun, like the kind
Yep.
that has a little firecracker roll. Remember the little
Yep,
roll?
yep.
Like
The
roll
old, yep.
like that big, and it's real. And yeah, it's a pop. You could pop it. You could fire it in the park.
Yep.
Nobody would care. In Frontierland, I mean, it was cowboys and Indians. We used to actually have a good time playing cowboys and Indians, and the Wokies wanted that stuff to go away. I mean, come on, people, just get with the program. It's freaking play. Anyway,
You give them a chance, they'll try to
man.
Screw everything back so everything's so safe that it's not safe no more.
Exactly. And then what happens is, like today, some people snap because they didn't have a chance to play when they were kids. Cracker Barrel suspends restaurant redesigns, leans back into tradition with the All the More campaign. So that post on X that we saw was an example of this campaign that they're calling All the More campaign. But the controversial CEO remains, and a lot of people, as you can see in that X post, are calling for her resignation. Cracker Barrel, yeah.
On that, I'm thinking they might wait to do that as a last thing.
Well, you know what? They want to send her off in a way that, like, they always do that. And hey, Jonathan, good to see you in the chat. They always do that in such a way that they try to make themselves look not so bad or try to save face or whatever. And it's, I don't know. It is what it is. There is the Cracker Barrel Old Country Store. You can see Herschel on the logo up there. And this one looks very similar to the way the front of my store looks. Cracker Barrel.
Mine's untouched that way.
What's that?
One in my town is untouched.
Yeah. Cracker Barrel is not just undoing its mistake, it's doubling down on tradition. After one of the most infamous rebrands in recent corporate memory, the family restaurant chain is working overtime to win back the trust of its customers. The new All the More campaign is designed to remind America why Cracker Barrel became a roadside icon in the first place. Hearty food, rocking chairs, and a taste of old-fashioned comfort. And if I did not mention it before, this was by our good friend, Mr. Marvin Montanaro. It's a bold pivot and an encouraging one for fans who feared the company had lost touch, but it also raises an important question. Can a brand truly move forward while the very leadership that caused the crisis in the first place remains in charge? That is an excellent question. We shall see. From beloved symbol to corporate blunder, for nearly 50 years, Cracker Barrel's Uncle Herschel logo stood as a symbol of hospitality and Americana. The bearded figure leaning against the wooden barrel wasn't just branding, it was a promise of familiarity for families traveling along the highways. But in August 2025, that image was abruptly replaced with a sterile, modern wood mark that stripped away everything unique about the chain. It's just like this dumbing down of Cracker Barrel. I mean, yeah, you could read what it is because it's words, but it's dumb. I mean, how do you see you say that? Going from what you had, which was iconic, to dumb. It's like, oh, it's ridiculous. The new logo looked like it could have been slapped on a tech startup or a bland hotel chain. Loyal customers noticed instantly. Social media erupted with outrage. Conservative commentators mocked the shift, and even President Donald Trump publicly demanded that Cracker Barrel restore its classic look. The fallout was immediate, and debit and credit card transaction data showed sales plummeted between August 19th and August 26th. Foot traffic at restaurants sank, and the company's stock price tumbled by nearly double digits. Tom, I want to know what you thought when you first saw all of that breaking news, like when that first happened.
When they changed everything?
Yeah.
I can't say what I thought, but I'll give you a hint. I wasn't happy.
Say it in clean language.
There's no way to do it.
We can just go beep beep bleep. Self bleep.
Beep 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 beep. What the beep 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 beep? Why?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, so what did you think, Erica?
Uh,
I mean, you're overseas and you saw it, so it had to be a little bit of a different thing. When you first saw the blandification of the, I mean, my first
I
thoughts
mean, I
were
was at first I just saw the logo and I was like,
right.
uh-oh, is this going to be a Wokified thing or is it just a logo? And then all of a sudden it just started exploding. And then I realized, okay, we're probably looking at another Bud Light, situation here. So yeah, it's and in a way, for a second there, like it sucked because I told Raph, I was like, I guess when we go back home to visit or when we move, whichever comes first, we're not going to be eating at Cracker Barrel. Then he agreed. And it sucks because we crave food like this. I have to make country cooking to have it out here.
Yeah.
And it's tasking. Like these foods take a while to make. You don't just whip up these meals in like 30 minutes unless you get like a frozen version of something.
One of the reasons I go to Cracker Barrel for chicken and dumplings is a hard dish to make correctly from scratch and get the dumplings to be the exact right consistency and do the chicken correctly and all of that. I mean, to get it moist and tender, and it's doable. It's very doable, but it's like it is work, right? And if I can go and pay $11 for a really good chicken and dumpling dish with some good
I do
sides,
the biscuit version.
Yeah.
I don't because I don't know how to make the style of dumpling that Cracker Barrel makes. So the one I make is the one my grandmother she would make it with Bisquick. So it was just a biscuit topping.
Yep. That's the way we had it in my family growing up was with Bisquick, and it's good. It's fine. The green beans. Fortis Mandalorian makes the green beans were a comfort food. Why? Because it's green beans with bacon. Like when you get the right kind of green beans with bacon.
My son hates green beans. I didn't raise him right. He don't like sweet potatoes either.
What? Oh, you got to have sweet potatoes.
Child.
Man.
Yeah, Christian's really picky. He'll eat broccoli, carrots, and the cauliflower. That's about it.
This is a great comment from Chef Eddie. I don't know how they explain away $700 million with sorry, my bad to the investors. Yeah, I mean, yes, it's half your market value. Chef Eddie says dumplings, they are time consuming if you're doing them from scratch and you're doing them right. And if you're just doing the Bisquick drop dumplings, then they're very easy.
Yeah.
But if you want to get the type, what they do with the chicken and dumplings at Cracker Barrel, and I think they have their own type of recipe. At least they used to do them fresh, and it was just a good that you couldn't hardly get anywhere else. I mean, there's just aren't a lot of places that do chicken and dumplings. It's a very, very particular Southern style food. But yeah, so
I don't even think Bob Evans has chicken and dumplings. Like that's a dish you just don't find in many restaurants.
I haven't been to a Bob Evans. I'm not a big Bob Evans.
My parents love Bob Evans. Anytime it's either Cracker Barrel or Bob Evans is where we go and see it as like a big family.
I went to Bob Evans once and had the worst ever ham served to me there, and I don't think I've been back since. And that was years and years ago.
Yep, that'll do it right there.
It was so oversalted. It was like, oh, do you want some pork with your salt? No. Anyway, going on with the story, the backlash wasn't just cosmetic. It hit Cracker Barrel where it hurt the most, the bottom line. Yeah, $100 million lost in their market share almost immediately. The swift reversal. Now, this is where it kind of is a good thing, and I think.
In this?
What's that?
They put Taylor Swift in this?
Yeah. The Taylor Swift reversal. No, it's just the Swift reversal. Realizing the scope of the disaster, Cracker Barrel leadership moved quickly. Within days, the company announced that Uncle Herschel would return as the official logo. Shareholders cheers. The stock rebounded, climbing more than 6% in after-hours trading. Customers also applauded the reversal, but the episode left lingering doubts about whether Cracker Barrel's executives understood the brand they were entrusted to protect. The reversal may have stopped the bleeding, but it didn't erase the memory of just how badly the company had misjudged its audience. For many, the question became not whether Cracker Barrel would survive, but whether it could be rebuild the brand trust that it had been broken. So, and a lot of that had to do with a lot of people started researching all of the changes. We're not talking about just food changes. Yes, there was the dumbing down of the food. There was the pre-cooking the day before and not even in the right type of utensils. And the food started to taste bad. Then they were trying to, like, what we're calling, using the word wokeify the restaurants, painting them lighter, making them look like a morning glory place, not basically turning away from Cracker Barrel, but also on the website, there was a lot of stuff where, we're doing ESG, we're doing DEI, we're catering to special interest groups, all of that stuff. Not really, none of that should have been part of the Cracker Barrel brand, like specifically the Cracker Barrel brand. I'm like, and that's what bothered me. The first time I saw the new logo, I said, wait, not Cracker Barrel. Are you kidding me? Cracker Barrel? Of all things, Cracker Barrel? I could not, I almost lost my freaking mind, because Cracker Barrel is one of those places that was the last bastion of Americana and patriotism and throwback and tradition. It's like, if we lose Cracker Barrel, we lose the freaking country. That's hyperbolic, but it kind of feels that way, because Cracker Barrel is more than just the store. It's representation of what made this country great in the past, of all of that good, friendly, sit on a porch and talk with your neighbor tradition kind of a thing. So yeah, so I was freaked, and so I'm glad. I'm hopeful. I'm glad, but we'll see, because I'm skeptical, because the same people are sitting on the board there. All the more a return to the roots. Enter the Cracker Barrel All the More campaign rolled out early September. The new effort is meant to serve as a love letter to the chain's heritage, partnering with country singer Jordan Davis. Cracker Barrel is leaning hard into themes of comfort, home, and nostalgia. And I think they could fix everything. And I'm going to get Tom's opinion specifically on this. Don't you think they could kind of fix everything in a real quick, like just really, really quickly by hiring one Sydney Sweeney to come in and advertise for them?
Yeah. Or just Cannon the CEO.
At the same time.
Oh,
she's the one that announces it.
Punch. I don't know if the masses could handle that.
No, it would be so funny though. Imagine. Hey y'all, I'm Sydney Sweeney, and this is Cracker Barrel. It's a place I love, and I love it so much that I was just like you, kind of freaked out when I saw the new logo and heard about the CEO and what she was doing. And well, guess what? I'm here to announce that she's fired.
She's fired, and we're going to have a celebrity death match in a claymation.
Oh, I remember those were fun.
Yep.
Those celebrity death match things.
Yep. That would get some people coming back.
Yeah. Oh golly. CEO Julie Fels-Massino, who is unbelievably still employed, appeared on Good Morning America to unveil the campaign, framing it as a celebration of the simple joys that make Cracker Barrel unique. Ads emphasize the chain's classic rocking chairs, warm meals, and country store atmosphere. The messaging is clear. This is not a restaurant trying to become something new. It's a restaurant returning to what it always was. For diners who felt betrayed by the rebrand, All the More signals that Cracker Barrel has gotten the message. Instead of chasing trends, the chain is finally embracing its identity as a place of tradition. Why this Cracker Barrel correction matters. Cracker Barrel's course correction highlights a broader truth about American brands. Customers don't always want modernization. Sometimes they want authenticity. When a brand's identity is rooted in heritage, stripping that away can feel like a betrayal. That's exactly what happened here. The logo fiasco wasn't just a design misstep. It was a signal to customers that the company might abandon the things that made it special. The backlash wasn't over fonts and colors. It was over trust. By embracing campaigns like All the More, Cracker Barrel is acknowledging that lesson. It's saying, in effect, we try to be something we're not, and now we are going to be who we've always been. For a customer base that values comfort, that's a message worth hearing. Under the surface, food quality concerns. Still, Cracker Barrel's challenges run deeper than logos and ad campaigns. Recent reports from employees revealed cost-cutting measures that undercuts the chain's signature home-style reputation. According to multiple staff accounts, Cracker Barrel had begun serving day-old biscuits, microwave meatloaf, and reheated dishes that often arrive cold. So that's, again, what that X post was addressing that we went to earlier. Those reports went viral, further shaking confidence in the chain's commitment to quality. No amount of nostalgia and advertising can overcome bad experiences in the dining room. If Cracker Barrel truly wants to restore its place in American hearts, ensuring quality on the plate will matter just as much as restoring Uncle Herschel on the side. Moving forward with familiar leadership, the All the More campaign is, without a question, a strong step in the right direction. It leans into everything customers have been demanding, and it shows that the company can still pivot quickly when it recognizes its mistakes. But there's one catch. The same CEO who greenlit the disastrous brand, Julie Felspacino, is still in charge. While she may be the one rolling out the correction now, she was also the architect of the crisis in the first place. It's there it is. So the fact doesn't erase the good Cracker Barrel better today, but that does leave some customers uneasy. Can leadership that so badly misread its base be trusted to not repeat the same mistake? So the question goes to you guys on the panel. That is the question. Is this a Band-Aid? Is this a true course correction? Will she be leaving?
I don't know. I heard a rumor she was fired or was going to leave, but I don't know if that was true or not.
I mean, there's certainly been a lot of chatter about what's going to happen with her, but I don't think we have
nothing official.
Yeah, nothing official. Nothing from the Steak and Shake guy, Bulgari or whatever his name is.
Yeah, okay, I'll believe it when it comes from the Steak and Shake X account. That's a good point.
Yeah,
that'd be hilarious. Steak and Shake, we got news for you. That CEO's gone.
Well, we certainly will eventually find out, right? I'm trying to get rid of
yeah, I mean, if she sticks around and they try sneaking this stuff in a different way, like, people aren't stupid. They're going to notice, and it's going to cycle back around and bite her in the rear end again.
And they're going to be under her thumb, and the shareholders are going to want blood if they keep continuing to have hemorrhage money like this.
And the consumers are going to have her under a microscope, because we're the ones going into the restaurants. So whatever we see, feel, eat, and hear, including employees that maybe like to snitch, she's got to be careful, because there are people that like, we got more eyes on her. There's more of us than there are their investors.
Chef Eddie says that she should go to KFC. They already run their companies. It can't get any worse. All they got left is gravy.
Why do you want to get rid of the gravy, man? She'll turn it to some kind of like muck.
They do have good gravy at KFC. My newest favorite chicken place is called PDQ. You ever been to a PDQ, Tom?
Yes.
No, I've heard good things about them. Every time we went to town, we were so addicted to Chick-fil-A that we have never had PDQ.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is not fried chicken, really. It's different,
Yeah. I the quality of PDQ is definitely exceeds Chick-fil-A quality for sure. It's very, very fresh. It's really, really good. I love their sandwiches. And here's the thing: they have fried zucchini sticks or fried zucchini, but they don't have it all the
I
time
love fried zucchini.
because
Ah,
I don't know if it's their supplier or what, but they go through periods where they have it on the menu and then they don't have it on it. It's very frustrating. I'm like,
I
"Where's the
love fried
today?"
zucchini.
Yeah, it's
Our macaroni
would
girl
do it.
used to have it on the menu as an appetizer. Then they got rid of it. And I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
I tried making it, but the breading fell. So, I guess my grease wasn't hot enough. That was a disappointment. It just came out a soggy mess.
No, I don't. When it comes to my cooking, I make the most simple things, or I don't cook at all. I mean, I can cook a steak because that's actually, oddly enough, one of the easiest things to cook and do it right is a steak. But a lot of other things, like if it gets sophisticated, I can't do it. But we do have more news to get to. We have it's so great today.
I have news. What type of news is it? Well, to be perfectly frank, it's bad. Maybe if you tell me the bad news in a good way, it won't sound so bad.
The bad news in a good way.
Yes, I can do that.
Oh, well, here goes. Wait till you hear this.
Walt Disney World crowds collapse. Magic Kingdom nearly empty Hollywood Studios at crowd level 1. And yes, I was there this week, so I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Now, I am getting older, and my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, but I did see this myself. And here's the funny thing about this. Before we even get into the story, want to hear something really funny, Tom, Erica? You'll get a kick out of this. So you guys know that I used to be a cast member, and some of the friends that I worked with as a cast member work at the Magic Kingdom now. So I was out there during the pro show yesterday.
I was watching.
Yeah. And had to be careful because I'm like, when they asked me to come on the pro show, I'm like, I don't want to reveal my location exactly where I was. So I snuck into a what is that, assistant bathroom or whatever, so I could be by myself. And I'm like, and like within 2 minutes somebody was knocking, so I'm like, I don't want to be here very long either. Anyway, so but there was not much of a crowd out there. I mean, okay, the very fact that I could get into the assisted bathroom tells you there wasn't much of a crowd, right? Like, you know, if you're at the Magic Kingdom, there's no way, if there's any kind of a crowd, you're getting into one of those assisted bathrooms without waiting usually 10 or 15 minutes for the family that's using it to get out. So the fact that I was able to get in there is a testament to how low the crowd level was. Basically everything in Fantasyland was a walk-on. And a friend of mine was working and in that general area in front of one of the rides there, but I don't want to get this person in any kind of trouble, so I'm keeping them very anonymous. Anyway, I said hi to them and said, what's up and how you doing? They said, I am so bored today. There is nobody here. I thought that was hilarious. Because
Wow.
yeah, it's like, it's so boring today. I'm like, it's just biding his time because there's just like nobody. So yeah, I just
Crazy. You in the like in the Disney Facebook groups, you hear all these like people telling, like buying into the lightning lane, and I'm like, why are you wasting your money on that? You don't even need it.
No, definitely.
But almost every post in these groups are people putting it out there. What they're planning and what they're going to do, how much they're spending, and they always are buying into that stupid lightning lane. And I'm like, stop wasting your money. You could save yourself like $1,000 or more, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like when I'm passing you and when you're in the lightning lane and I'm in the regular lane and I'm passing you, I'll be sure to wave and say, hi, I got this for free.
I went today to Universal, and guess what? It was busy.
Oh, I'm sure. Universal's
Yeah, I'm
a
sure.
whole different ball game right now. Epic is completely swamped. So this is very much about Walt Disney World. It is not just that it's the time of year when things are down. It's specifically WDW.
On their own park.
All right, so here it is. It's September 10th, and Walt Disney World is experiencing something the company surely wishes fans wouldn't notice. Historically low crowds. So here it is. Live Magic Kingdom wait times. Astro Orbiter 20 minutes, the Barnstormer 10, Dumbo 10, Enchanted Tales with Belle 15, Haunted Mansion 35, Small World 15, Jungle Cruise 25. Now, when I was there the day before, if I would have brought these up, it was literally 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, which meant walk on for most of the stuff. This was the crowd level wait times for September 10th, which I think is today, right? Yeah, earlier today at 1:45. So even with it being busier today than it was yesterday, it's still light. And today is not a party day. There's no party tonight. So yeah, Magic Kingdom crowd level of 2. Says, according to WDWpassport.com, live crowd trackers at 1:45 p.m. today revealed shockingly light attendance levels across the entire resort, with wait times that would make longtime guests shake their head in disbelief. Magic Kingdom crowd level of 2. The Magic Kingdom, Disney's flagship park, is sitting at a crowd level of just 2. That is an astonishingly low number for the world's most visited theme park. I say that in quotes because I think that's changing. So you can see
say in past tense.
Yeah, it was once upon a time. When I was there yesterday, this was the one that I think is the most bizarre. It was Space Mountain was 5 minutes. Space freaking Mountain was 5 minutes. That's usually a 60-minute wait at any time of the day for Space Mountain. And it was
A friend of mine said that their family was there and they kept rewriting Haunted Mansion and then Pirates.
Yeah. Oh, just need just want to let you know we did a tribute at the beginning of the show. If you want to go back and look at that, for Charlie Kirk, as I know I was talking to her before the show. We're covering different stuff now, but I just want to let you know that we did that tribute at the very beginning of the show. Okay. So yeah, you can hit it on the rewatcher or rewind or whatever. But it is there. So just we definitely had to cover that. As a matter of fact, I may do a very special celebration because of the day at the end of the show. So right now we're talking about the slow Magic Kingdom. Even more remarkable are the wait times for some of the park's premier e-ticket attractions. Tiana's Bayou Adventure today, 1:45 p.m., 25 minutes. When I was there yesterday at 2:15, it was a 20-minute wait. Space Mountain, a 35-minute wait. Like I said yesterday, literally a 5-minute wait. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I remember this because I looked at it at the time. I'm like, I'm gonna remember this. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, 50 minutes. Ride that's often 75 to 120. Yesterday, it was 40 minutes. And Tron Light Cycle Run at 40 minutes. Yesterday, it was 30 minutes. So these slow times that it's talking about today were even worse when I was there yesterday. It is that crazy. These are attractions that usually command hour plus waits, yet in this September afternoon, they're practically walk-ons by Disney standards. Now, Epcot has food and wine right now, but it's still slow. And it's funny because yesterday when I was finished with the Magic Kingdom, I had parked at Epcot with the intention of going into Epcot because have not.
You went to Epcot?
I did not go to Epcot. I parked at Epcot.
It was a joke, Ron. It's your throw to your skit you use.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So I went I parked at Epcot. Oh my goodness gracious. This is one of those times when we break in and we stop everything. Oh my goodness. We are going to do a very special celebration for you tonight, Nita, for this. There's not even a chat with it. So chat something. Here, I'll put this on. I'll go back and check it out. Think he was at dinner with friends, just got home. Oh yes, rest in peace, Charlie, beautiful crusader for the truth. We'll celebrate this momentarily. I've got it starred, and we'll keep that in mind. But thank you so much, Nita. You are such a blessing in all of our lives. We appreciate that just dearly. So we're talking about Epcot. I got back to Epcot. It was raining slightly. I was actually, you're on the monorail when you're coming from Magic and you're looking into Epcot. I was kind of saying, okay, do I want to go to that booth? Because I was thinking maybe I want the one food and wine booth. There's a particular food that I like to try every year, and it's really, really hit or miss. And sometimes it's really good. And I think it's like a pulled pork over some like potato chip stuff with the cheese on top, and it's at Flavors from Fire. You know what I'm talking about, Tom? They also have an Impossible Burger there, but I don't do
the Impossible Burgers. I can't do.
No, it's corned beef is what it is. I think it's corned beef. Anyway, I really like that. It's a hit or miss type of thing, but it's usually only like $5.99, so it's not one of the more expensive things at the festival, and you get a lot.
I haven't been since 2019.
Oh well, you went the last year that it was really good. So,
and I actually have a shirt from it, and I had it actually.
Yeah. Well, I was out there, and when I got off the monorail, I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like even going in. It just looks like that's how sad. I hate this as a fan of Disney World. It's fun for me to interact with people that are coming in from different parts of the world. Everybody I interacted with yesterday was from Australia, and I am not kidding. Like I literally, every family that I talked with, and I talked with several, and they were all from Australia. So there's everybody that's visiting right now, I guess, from Australia. Anyway, it's nice for me to talk to those people because they don't have, for them, Disney is still Disney. And that's all they have, and they don't hear the news about it. They don't know. They don't see the evolution and the changes. And I kind of think that in that sense, ignorance is bliss, and I love that. What did Pro just say? Cool. So yeah, it's one of those things where when you're talking to those people and you're like, man, I remember when I felt that way about Disney, and I kind of miss that because I don't have that anymore. Like that's what I feel like has been stolen from me with all these dumb butt decisions that they've made. I wish that I could have it back. I would love to have that feeling, but I have that feeling about Epic Universe, and that's really cool. For me, I have an amazing feeling about what the future is for Epic Universe, because to me, Epic for me now is what Epcot was in 1982. Like that exciting. So maybe Epic will suck in 25 years, but at least for the next 10, I think it's going to be awesome. Very excited about that. So this is what it says about the wait times for Epcot. Frozen Ever After, 45. Guardians, 55. Everything else, 10 for the Mexico Boat Ride, Grand Fiesta Tour. Journey, 5. Living with the Land, 20, surprisingly. The meet and greets are the ones that take a long time. The Mickey 15-minute wait. Anna and Elsa. To meet Anna and Elsa, 40-minute wait. That's not a surprise. But as far as the rides are concerned, 15 for Soarin'. Soarin' at 15, by the way, sometimes is a walk-on.
Hey, what's the riverboat? Oops, never mind.
No, yeah, that's not there anymore. And Animal Kingdom. Look at the crowd level. Animal Kingdom, 2. Wow, Flight of Passage, 25 minutes. I got to get to Animal Kingdom. I haven't been on Flight of Passage for a while. I do like that ride. Hollywood Studios, Ghost Town Level 1. Wow, this is crazy.
Wait, you mean I could walk on to Rise of the Resistance now?
Pretty much. I will tell you, there's a single rider line for Rise of the Resistance, and when I do Rise, it says 120 minutes for Rise, but I've done the single rider line and easily walked onto it, even when there was a 120-minute long wait. So that's the best way to do it. Here's the bigger picture: those walls and wallets. So why does Walt Disney World feel like a ghost town on a mid-September day? Several factors are at play. There's construction walls everywhere. 3 out of the 4 parks are dominated by construction walls, leaving fewer attractions for guests to enjoy and ruining the park atmosphere. Then you have exploding prices. Ticket hikes, resort increases, and food costs keep climbing with no relief in sight. Finally, there's shrinking value. Services that were once included, like FastPass, now come at a steep upcharge through Lightning Lane. And there's the little matter of Epic Universe, the brand new state-of-the-art Universal theme park that just opened a few months ago across town, siphoning off Disney regulars. True story. Lightning Lane prices. Even on a day with near empty queues, Disney is still charging ridiculously hefty Lightning Lane fees. $29 per guest for the multi-pass. $13 for Mine Train and $21 for Tron. When there's only a half an hour wait for Tron, don't do it, people. Don't do it. Just wait the half an hour. It's not that big of a deal. It goes much faster. It's probably only 20 minutes. Epcot, $18 per guest for the multi-pass, $17 for Guardians alone. Hollywood Studios, $22 for multi-pass. Rise of the Resistance, sold out, likely due to the downtime from earlier. $16 for Flight of Passage when there's only a 25-minute wait. That's ridiculous. For years, here's the warning sign for Disney. For years, Disney defended price hikes by pointing to strong demand. But what happens when guests stop showing up? The low Disney World crowds of September 10th, 2025 are a clear sign that many families and fans have decided it's not worth it anymore. Construction walls, sky-high prices, and dwindling value are eroding the Disney magic. And even as crowds vanish, the company still tries to squeeze every last dime through Lightning Lane. Why? Erica, you were talking about this earlier. Lightning Lane. Are you going to do it?
Mm-hmm. No, we're not wasting my money. And I wish people in the groups would pay more attention to these things, in the Facebook groups. They don't even realize. And they get there. They've already paid for it because you can pay for this stuff in advance, while you're planning. And Disney's not going to refund them. It's literally money in the toilet. And
So
shame on Disney for even offering it when they clearly know their parks are, at 0 level attendance practically.
Well, okay. So I know that you and I are in a lot of the same Facebook groups when we see these people doing this. Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird how the people defend their Lightning Lane decision with passion? Have you noticed that they're not only paying for the Lightning Lane, some of these people defend that decision with passion. Oh my gosh, I would never go without a Lightning Lane. I mean, the comments
because the crowds they really think the crowds are there is the thing. They've convinced themselves somehow that Disney is it's Disney. They're still popular. They're still so relevant. And I have a feeling that some of them even lie about their experience at Disney. Oh, it was crowded. Yeah, we had Lightning Lane. I'm thinking, no, it wasn't. You just got back from your vacation. We report on this stuff all the freaking time. At the.
I'm there.
Wait, you were there.
I look.
I know, you and Marvin and Tom. Pro, all of you guys. And it's.
I was talking to somebody. They're like, "Oh, it was crowded for me." I'm like, "Wait, were you ever there when it was super packed? When it was really crowded?" Because
right.
Crowded is not crowded.
That I think is a thing. That's a real thing. Where people don't realize that if you are standing around and there's 20 people around you, that's not crowded. When you are standing around and you can't walk in any direction without hitting somebody's shoulder, that's crowded. And that's the way Magic Kingdom used to always be. The Emporium is to me, that's the perfect example. If you go in the Emporium and you can walk through the Emporium and not hit a single person, the park's not crowded.
Nope.
Period. Because
I went to Hogsmeade today.
Oh,
we were there, and we were bumping into people left and right.
You got your pin, right?
Yeah, I got that
fire.
Yeah, the Niffler. Yeah, Niffler, and they had a new magnet too.
I gotta get
with ET on it.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. I don't even think I've got the regular Universal Annual Pass holder magnet. Am I supposed to get that for free?
Yes.
Okay, I need to ask about that because I never got like any welcome packet or anything. I'll have to ask when I go there. Anyhow, the fact of the matter is, we just want to save people money. If you are going to the Magic Kingdom, if you still are into the Disney Magic, that's fine. That's cool. Now's a great time to go because it's not very busy. But don't buy a freaking Lightning Lane. You don't have to do it. And you also don't have to stay on property. However, if you're staying near property or you want to do that kind of thing, I recommend the what's it called? The new one. The new one just down the street from Disney Springs. And now I can't even think of it. Not Doubletree. It's not Doubletree, and it begins with the D, I think. Anyway, they have the free they have the free breakfast with the Mickey Mickey waffles. And there's another one that we stayed in last year that had free Mickey waffles for breakfast. You'd be amazed. You can pay $45 per person for a breakfast to get your Mickey waffles if you're staying on property and you're going into a restaurant on property, and you can get literally the exact same Mickey waffles for free at your hotel when they're offering a free breakfast and they're close to Disney, because everybody's got those waffle makers now, and the formula is easy. Those waffles aren't they're not rocket science to create. Erica probably creates Disney Mickey waffles at home in Germany.
Mm-hmm. I don't have the waffle iron. I had eyeballed it for years, but I didn't want to put it on a transformer. I still want it. The mini maker, it makes the mini ones just like in the parks. But I do make my own waffles, and they are freaking delicious. I will say that I've become quite the waffle queen here.
So come over to our house, make my son waffles, and he will love you forever, because his latest thing is Waffle House, and he loves the Waffle House waffles.
I love Waffle House waffles.
So we get together with you, and we go with him, and it would be awesome.
No, we're just going to Waffle House. I can annihilate some Waffle House.
Anyhow, you know what else is awesome is Just Nita chiming in for, I cannot believe this, for $99.99. Thank you so much, Just Nita. And we are going to do a very special celebration for you. And I got to make sure that I do this right. Nita, this is for you. And this is also a celebration of the life of someone who will absolutely be missed in this world. There he is. There he is, Charlie Kirk, and his wife, and the two beautiful young daughters that he is, they don't have a dad now. It's not to say that they won't eventually grow up with a replacement dad. I hope and I expect that those girls will learn that their dad is a martyr and a hero, and that he stood up for everything that is right, and that is good, and that is patriotic, and that is wonderful. And it's unfortunate that he lost his life for standing up for things that are so, so, so good, right? And there he is, 31 years old, and could not say enough good things about this man. Everybody's flawed and nobody's perfect, but he was very clearly a good man trying to do good things in this world. And we honor him, and we remember him, and we celebrate. We celebrate the goodness. We celebrate the things that we stood for. And because I know that I think Nita really likes this celebration, I am going to go with this celebration specifically for you, and I think you'll enjoy it. That was for you, Nita. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all that you do for us and for the channel. And hopefully, we'll get together soon when you're in town. And I hope that you have a wonderful night. Get some good sleep. Get some good rest. As for the panel, we're going to end it a little bit earlier than usual tonight. The pro show will be on at 10 p.m., paying a lot more honor to Mr. Kirk and the things that happened today. And I don't know. Just go watch the pro show. We'll see. Yes, rest in peace. Nighty night. Anyway, the pro show's on right after this. Well, not immediately after, because it'll be on at 10 o'clock. We're going to take a little bit of a break. But we will redirect to the pro show so that if you want to go over there, you can just leave it on. Watch this. It'll go right over there. But before that, we have TomTheBomb.com.
That's not what it is. It's not that. It's actually kind of be fun. That would be a cool website name. But yep, I do some rocket launches and other crazy stuff. Dogs. I freeload on Ron's stream and Ryan's stream, Dabman stream, and I'm like a bad rash. I'm everywhere lately.
You're like a bad rash. You're everywhere lately. Well, we appreciate your wrenching, and we appreciate you being here, and all of the wonderful things that you do for us. We appreciate that, Tom. And Erica from Erica and Ralph. Thank you. I really appreciate you coming in. Because I wasn't sure who was going to be able to be here on a day like today. So thank you for coming over today.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's been quite the day. So I'm
telling you.
I'm mentally tired, but my body is like awake, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm just kind of like Tom, just kind of around with stream surfing between you and Lorena, T3PO. So yeah.
Stream
with friends on screen. Yep, stream surfing.
You know, it's funny. There's this weird thing that happens to me every now and again, and I really don't know why it happens. I don't know why it happens when it happens, and that is that I get in this mood for music and karaoke, like out of the blue, usually at the most inappropriate times, because it's usually when I'm supposed to be falling asleep. So that happened to me last night. I slept in the middle of the day. My wife knows. She knows. My beautiful wife knows exactly what I'm talking about. Though I think she kind of likes it when I sing the karaoke. I'm kind of surprised that she actually appreciates my voice, but she seems to like it when we're doing the karaoke stuff, and she'll sing with me sometimes, and that's fun. And last night was one of those nights where it's just there was some music that really caught me, that I don't know. It's just fun and out of the blue. But that happened last night. It happened with I think what set me off was Country Roads. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Anyway, it's one of my favorite. I don't know. It's just one of those easy to sing songs. I think most crowds actually like that song. It's just kind of everybody sings it. So, but there we are. So that's what I'm doing. Sometimes karaoke. I have actually karaokeed on the channel before, but I've always taken it down because it inevitably gets copywritten. You can't really get around that. So
we could go to a karaoke bar.
Even then, the music would get copywritten once it's.
Well, sort of, because they have fair use to use it.
It doesn't matter. YouTube picks it up and they hear it, and it's.
Yeah, they still strike it. I know, it's annoying.
They do.
So even if I had like the radio playing in the background,
oh yeah,
and the radio stations have the licensing, it does. Yeah, YouTube will still like claim your channel.
Yeah, I've gotten claimed walking around Disney Springs.
I think it hit it all from my car show video that had a whole bunch of music in it.
But it's hit or miss. You don't know, Tom. That's the thing. You never know. It's totally hit or miss. I have had perfectly good streams at Disney, and then I've had other streams where songs in the background have gotten claimed, and I don't know why. It's very, very strange, but I don't know. There's until you have 100, I think you have to have at least 100K subscribers before you get somebody that you can even talk to. And you have to have like 1 million plus subscribers before you have one individual that you can talk to at YouTube who can actually help things out. That's wild. But anyway, that's just how they do things, and we still got to appreciate them because we still are able to be here because of them. So I do appreciate you, YouTube, just so you know. And I appreciate everybody that's helped out tonight. So one last celebration between Chef Eddie and Julie Rita becoming a brand new member. Just need to drop in this. Thank you so much for that. So we will leave you with this one last long celebration that I know is a favorite of my beautiful wife, Virginia. Here you go, baby.
Is it too much? Too much? It's perfect! Wahoo! Oh, this is too much. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. It's making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show, I think I would go so crazy.
Yes, and if you haven't yet, please do hit that like button. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, everybody that gifted tonight. Thank you, everybody that's watching in the stream and chat. Thanks for being here. It's sometimes a day like this is really tough, and we have to make the best we can with the life that we still have and be as incredibly grateful for it. Hold tight to your loved ones. Please tell the people that you love that you do in fact love them, and cherish every moment with those that you care about, because each other. That's all we have, our human family. I will be here Sunday afternoon, and I actually think that I'm going to be on the Genre Guys this week. So with Lou, with
Really?
That's
pretty cool.
So yeah, that's a new one for me. So we'll see how that all works out. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, everybody. And until next time, we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.
Dishes are done, man. Cleans them down to the shop.